This is a co-challenge for black. This is actually a very difficult problem. Let's look at it together. So black has this real eye guaranteed. But if it only plays something like this, then it will die immediately because it's almost impossible to find another eye here. So black must play this wedging move as the first move in order to try to make something happen here in the corner. And if it's not careful, then white can connect right here. And without having this throw in at number 4, it'll be very difficult for black to make a living shape. So what black can do now is actually to throw in here. If white captures, now black can start this ko right here with number 5. White will capture this ko first. Black will find the ko threat elsewhere, captures back. If white connects here, now black can cut here, threatening to capture all 6 of white's stones here. And the ko will go on like this. So this is one way black can start a ko. But it seems like white doesn't have to play through the ko, because white can simply capture number 3, forcing black to capture this stone. And now what happens is that there's a cutting point that white needs to protect, so white will have to connect here. Otherwise, black will play here and capture these white stones. Now comes the really hard part. How does black threaten to make an eye here on the side? The eye space is minimal, right? If you try something like this, threatening a connect and die, then white will just keep connecting. There's nothing you can do. And if you try to make this eye, then white will just come in. And now if you try to capture these 4 stones, that's just not going to work, right? Throwing in here will not work. You can't come in here. So white is all connected. And if you're thinking about a ko that maybe throw in here, also doesn't work, right? Because white can just connect. And once again, there's nothing for black to play. That's why this problem is super hard. Turns out black has to play here first. Pushing never hurts, right? Just push, see what happens. The next move is extremely difficult to think of. If you try something like this, right? If white passes, then you can stand down here, threatening this throw in, right? This way, white will die. But of course, white will not take sente at this moment. White will play something right here. And what happens is that black can block here. White will still connect these stones back. And when black throws in now, white can stand down. And that's what this stone is for. It's preventing black's number 17 cutting here. Number 17 will be killed this way. So this doesn't work. You're hoping white will capture here, and now this is a ko, right? Because once again, black can capture here potentially, but because white can stand down here, number 15 doesn't work. And of course, this atari will not work, right? Cutting here will just be captured. So what should black do now? Make sure you try some of the variations on your own before listening to my explanation, because my explanation will really just give the correct answer away. And that's an extremely, extremely counterintuitive move. Right here, this throw in. You're like, what? Is it crazy? Is black just like wasting a move, right? A throw in is basically wasting a move. It's inviting your opponent to play a move, to remove you. Does this do any good, you ask? And the answer is actually yes. Because now what black can do is to play right here. Kind of counterintuitive, but it works. What can white do, right? If white connects here, that's not going to work. Black can stand down here and threaten to capture these 2 stones in a connect and die and make a living shape this way. If white destroys it, this again is a connect and die. So black can succeed. If white plays here, now what happens is that black can play right here in the middle. And black is threatening to make a ko on both sides. So if white connects here, black can capture this ko. Now this is a ko. If white connects, then black can throw in here. And now this is a ko. So number 12 also doesn't work. If white plays from this side, then it's the same result. Either a ko on the left side or a ko on the right side, this way. And of course, playing in the middle doesn't work. White would just allow black to live like this, or this. So that's why after number 11, black can at least make a ko. But does number 10 have other options? By standing down here, we saw earlier that standing down here is probably better than capturing. But because black hasn't done anything here on the left, this is why order matters so much in Go. Black can stand down here first, threatening the connect and die. And now number 13 will make black live. White cannot come in here. So black will be able to live this way. Very simple. After number 9. What else should we try? This move. Don't forget about this move. Now what black needs to do is to play here. But of course throwing in here is better, right? Because this way, number 13 is threatening to capture these 4 stones. This way, right? This won't work for white. So white will have to capture number 9, and black gets to capture this ko first. Whereas, if number 11 is here, white will get to capture this ko first. And that matters a lot, who captures first. So if you want to capture first, throw in first. Sacrifice the stone first. And then you will get to capture first. And that's a very important technique to know. And this is how black makes a ko if white plays number 10 right here. So overall, extremely difficult, especially number 9, just a crazy move. This is what makes Go so interesting, because before number 9, or even before this push, this exchange, it just seems completely hopeless. But after number 9, it's so much easier. And it's hard to explain. What it's really doing is tightening up white's own liberties. And that's what it does. That's, I think, the magic of the sacrifice of the throw-in a game of Go. Hope you enjoyed this challenge, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.